Being an entrepreneur, not only you have to be able to perform your tasks quickly, you also have to be able to understand if your actions point you in the right direction, if you are actually doing the right things for that moment. Wasting precious time by doing wrong things costs you money and leads to frustration. In this video, I'll talk about 4 things you can do to make sure you apply effort on the right things. Hello guys, my name is Kira. I'm a solopreneur running a bar here in Italy. With this channel, my goal is to help aspiring and existing solopreneurs and entrepreneurs avoid costly mistakes at the beginning of their journey and share my own experience along the way. I hope you'll find this useful. Losing time has always been a huge concern for me, and it became even more important when I went solopreneur. Inside your business, you have to be an all-around guy, you have to do a little bit of everything. But that doesn't mean that you should jump on the first task immediately as you see it without thinking about it. Prioritization is the key here. So where do we start? Once again, my professional poker player background came in and helped me here as well. My advice number 1 is understand what actions will bring you the highest possible ROI, return on investment, and execute on them first. You have to make sure you are doing the most important things. For example, in my business, my absolute priority will be my customers. So if I'm doing some cleaning, if I'm talking on my phone with suppliers and stuff, and maybe a customer comes in, my first reaction is to switch immediately to my customer and serve him at the best of my abilities, because my customer actually brings me money. He's the reason I'm here and working. So it would be very stupid not paying enough attention to him to finish a not so important talk with your supplier or doing some other random stuff. My advice number 2 is keep your numbers under control. Are you spending lots of money on something not extremely important? Will your business run smoothly without you spending that money? Then probably that's the case. You have to cut that expense. Your money equals your time. So if you are wasting money, you are wasting your time. My advice number 3 comes always from the poker world. Try to make your worst days a little bit better. Years ago, I've read this book called Mental Game of Poker, written by Jared Tendler, if I remember well. And there was this concept, the inchworm concept. Quality of your game graphically can be represented by an inchworm, where at the beginning you have your worst game, your C game. Your B game is in the center, it's the biggest part of the graph. Most of the time you play your B game, and there will be the A game, your best game. In order to improve your B game, you have to start from your C game. You don't have to work on your A game, you don't have to work on something good enough and make it even better. You have to start from the worst part, and you will arrive at a point where your B game will actually be at the same level as was your A game a certain amount of time before. So if you want to start improving your everyday life, start from the worst. Don't work on something you are already good at. Start with something you are not good at and work from there. And finally, my advice number 4, and in my opinion the most important advice, is you have to listen to your customers. I see people spend a huge amount of money, effort and time doing things nobody asks them for. I love making cocktails. I really love them. I've worked as a bartender for 18 years, and for a solid period of that 18 years I've worked during nighttime making cocktails. It was all fun and games. But here in this place, my customers require me to concentrate myself more on the coffee side. They love coffee more than they love cocktails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope these 4 advices were useful to you guys. If you have any questions, please write them down, and wish you all a wonderful evening.